Very good, friends. Doc South here. Another installment. Yep, staring us right smack dab in the kisser. Another installment of Aunt Barb's Magic Oven. Uh, my suggestion is that if you're going to follow this story, you should start at the very first one, which is, you'll see it on my YouTube page, Aunt Barb's Magic Oven, number one, and you just work up from there. We're up to number 29 now with, oh my gosh, at least another 40 or 50 segments to go. So yeah, and the story is just so, well, it's, you sort of got to read it from the beginning. It starts out a little tame, then it gets really weird, and then it gets even weirder. But that's okay. It's a cool little story, and I think you'll enjoy it. I wrote it just to make people feel a little better, maybe turn their lives around for the better, that kind of thing. It's a fun story though, and as crazy as a loon, as crazy as its author. Yes. My. Okay. In this one's entitled "Gabe Hits the Switch." It's sort of hard to explain, but basically, I'm on a stage for the very first time as a broadcaster, introducing a worldwide Thanksgiving on the news and everything. Yeah, I go figure. I don't know. I guess no one else wanted to do it, and I was elected. I don't know, or I was just elected again by the powers that be. It was kind of I go figure. Okay, but then again, it might all be a dream. You just have to decide on your own for that. Okay, and it's called Gabe Hits the Switch. Gabe being an angel friend. Yes. Okay, Gabe hits the switch. The crowd calmed down a little, and they were paying attention for some reason. Maybe they were looking for cabbages. Cabbages to throw at me. I continued, folks, I don't know what to tell you. I've never seen an angel before either. I don't know what they look like. Maybe they do look like Gabe here. I mean, who knows? Gee, he's a great dancer. Isn't that proof enough? It looked like somehow I got through to the mob. They went quiet on me. Now I was on a roll. Friends, let's be sensible. All those wonderful Thanksgiving dinners with all the trimmings didn't just pop out of our ovens on their own, did they? No. The crowd was eating out of my hands. This has to be some kind of divine inspiration, I would think, right? Right? Okay. The neighbors were so quiet all of a sudden. It seemed like it was getting bright out. Their faces had this glow, and my shadow stretched all the way out to the end of Barb and Bill's street and beyond. Something was going on behind me. I saw that Pope John Paul was kneeling. Ron just stood off to my side and stared at something behind me. There were these little luminescent tiny gold chains floating past me from behind. One of them got in front of my eyes and made like a pointing motion towards something going on behind me. I turned around to look. Where Gabe had once stood smiling and dancing, there was now this light. Have you ever been near someone who is welding steel? Well, if so, you know that glow. Well, multiply that glow 1,000-fold and enlarge it to about a yard in diameter. From that glow, crystal rod-like beams emanated and fanned out. Yeah, rod-like. No, they weren't red. They were brilliant crystal and excruciatingly bright. Almost hurt your eyes to look at them. They were of various lengths, some of them only an inch or two, and some stretched for miles. They looked like glass, but that's not what they were. Beyond the rods and poking in and out between them were little floating chain links of brilliant golden light. That was a bit easier on the eyes and floated like hair does in a pool of water, like in a shampoo commercial. Yeah, okay. In the brilliant center disc, all we could see was a pair of eyes. They were Gabe's eyes. Gabe had turned himself into something beyond energy. As soon as I saw the eyes, I turned to the crowd and shouted, "See, that's Gabe! I'll bet he has friends here with him." I turned back to Gabe and asked if we could see his fellow angels. In an instant, every space around us, darn near every space, took to glowing as thousands of angels came into light, turned into light. I think this was happening all over the world. The light was beyond light. Then, as fast as it all came to be, well, it all went away. The next thing we knew, Gabe in his old brown suit and brown hat was back on stage doing a little Fred Astaire move he once saw in that old movie, Shall We Dance? He danced a bit longer and then bowed to the crowd with a simple ta-da. Yeah. And the crowd in front of Barb and Bill's home, sitting at their card tables and standing around on the sidewalks, just gulped silently for a second or two and then went nuts with applause. Uncle Bill, my father, and John Paul were slapping five over near the beer keg booth. I saw Grandma calmly smiling. I think Grandma had seen this kind of thing before. I turned to the audience. Friends, you have to get it by now. We're in the middle of a miracle, the miracle of Thanksgiving. Today we're supposed to have a great time and eat like pigs. What could be better? This is happening all over the planet, in every little neighborhood and jungle clearing worldwide. The tables are outside and pretty well set up now. I should tell you that if any food runs out, more will appear. Have a few cocktails. There's plenty of pumpkin pie and like that for dessert. Apple pies too, of course. Many of you on your own, have made appetizers. I'd like to thank, by the way, here in the neighborhood, the Coney Island Red Hot stand down on the square for those wonderful mini batter-dipped chili dogs. Please let your pets have some food too. That goes without saying. Remember, God spelled backwards is dog. Cat spelled backwards is attack. Well, okay, that one doesn't work, but a dog does, yeah. And also, Pope John Paul was nice enough to bring us his special bottomless antipasto. Try the pepperoni. It'll melt in your mouth. Make sure the ill and poor get their fill, too. Renew things with your relatives. Forgive a little. Apologize where needed. And have a great day, friends. Man alive, what a great day. Huh? The crowd went nuts. Okay. There you go. And we'll be doing another, I'll be trying to do one a day till we're done. Of course, that could be sometime in late spring. But I hope you're enjoying. And again, you go to my YouTube site, Doc South Show on YouTube. You'll see if you look, I started these up about a month ago. So yeah, I guess you got to go back to about 30 days back and you'll see Aunt Barb's Magic Oven #1, and you just work your way up. Best way to do the story. Okay, my gift to you. If you'd like a copy of Aunt Barb's Magic Oven, you can contact me and we'll get one out to you. They're not a king's ransom. If you're really broke, I'll give you one. Okay, yeah, if you're really broke, I just had to trust on you being honest about it. But if you can pay for one, yeah, I can use the money to keep my, if nothing else, I got another book that I'd like to get put together, and that money would help. Okay, yeah, you can't stick up a print shop. Make them print the book. They won't go for that, and they shouldn't. Right? Gosh, that's a lot of work putting a book together. But keep that in mind, okay? And again, we'll do another tomorrow. See you later. Bye now, and thank you.